Today we've got a piece of kit that could be useful if you're using a laptop in particular, or you just need to break out more ports, particularly some more unique ports in regards to display, not just like a traditional HDMI out or something like that. So what we're looking at today is this Wavlink USB-C triple display docking station. Fancy name. Model number is WL-UMD04. So we're going to crack this open, see what's in the box, and look at what exactly it provides us in the way of extra ports and peripherals. Comes in a box with some specs on the back, talking about USB power delivery up to 100 watt, including maximum 85 watt for upstream charging. So it'll do your laptops decently if you've got a MacBook or another Windows laptop. Supports triple display with 3 types of video outputs. This is the interesting part: VGA, HDMI, and DisplayPort. Compatible with full featured USB 3.1 Type-C compliance, data transfer, USB power delivery, and video alternate. Provides a 100 1 gigabit per second high-speed network. Supports SD 2.0, SDHC, SDXC, SD port. In the box we have a number of things, but we're going to crack it open and find out. Let's not delay any longer. Now this box opens quite easily. It's basically a lid and base type box. So once we get the lid going, here we go. So right now you can see here the main unit is right here. It's got some plastic on it, and we've got a bit of a cover for the cable. So we're just going to lift all that out, and the documentation as well. Okay, that's the box now empty, so I can put that to the side. We've got driver download links, so if we need to download drivers, they are listed somewhere here. Awfully small writing, but it's basically a URL and it's in different languages to mark that URL. Whether or not you need a driver is going to depend on what you're plugging it into. A quick start guide, which also has a QR code. Scan the QR code or load the link for quick start guide and driver downloading. So this QR code will do the trick for you in regards to getting you the information. But the quick start guide also folds out with information. As with any of these guides, the text is quite small, so reading glasses may be required. There are sufficient diagrams as well to walk you through setting that up, but if you prefer, of course, you can scan that QR code to get a guide up on a machine. Okay, so this is like cardboard sleeve. This comes off, nothing else in that, which exposes the USB-C connector that goes to your port on your computer. There's a peel on here. I'm taking the peel off. It looked like a peel that you could peel off, so we're just going to put that to the side. Now, the port itself, or the docking station itself, has got a little bit of weight to it, so it's not a light thing. So let's take this peel off. You know what, we can just slide it out. Don't have to rip it off. Not even a peel really. Okay, underneath we've got a lot of, looks like ventilation. And we've got rubber feet, so it definitely could sit on your desk and grip somewhat. We've got ports on the front and ports on the back. So let's start with the front ports, and I will tell you what I could see here. We've got a USB 3. I can't even tell what sort of port that is, but that looks like it could be a mini SD or a micro SD. This one's a regular size SD. Looks like we've got an audio socket out here. And let's flip it over. From left to right, we've got a network port. That's your up to a gigabit port. 1, 2, 3 USB ports. These two are USB 2. That's USB 3. We've got our VGA, which is sort of unusual on some of these modern docks, unless you've got like a fully featured dock out there. We've also got the DisplayPort, HDMI, and this one is the power delivery. So if you're bringing in the power, say from your brick of your MacBook or your whatever, if it's like powered by USB-C, or you just have a USB power brick that's capable of delivering up to 100 watts, then that's where it plugs in. That's your power delivery port. And of course, the cable goes out to your computer, as we mentioned before. So that's this particular Wavlink. Now I got this one in my use case is for my MacBook Pro. I've got a monitor set up at the moment. It is DisplayPort only. It doesn't have HDMI, so I needed something with the DisplayPort, so I went with this one. This one came at, like, the Wavlink have so many different hubs and docks available with copious amounts of ports. Now this is a very sufficient amount of ports for my use case. I've got like 3 USB-Cs on the USB-A's on the back, 2 at 0.2 speeds, 1 at 0.3 speed, another one at the front for 0.3 speed, and then some SD slots, which is handy if you're filming, you want to pull the card out of your camera, all that sort of thing. So it's basically going to cover all the basics. Now I believe with the right software and drivers, you can run multiple ports out of this as well, multiple displays I should say. There's this. I don't know why you'd want to use a VGA in 2024, but hey. But DisplayPort and HDMI together potentially gives you the ability to run multiple monitors if your particular laptop supports it. When you're on Macs, it could depend if you're on an Intel Mac versus an Apple Silicon Mac. Now my MacBook Pro at the moment that I'm using currently, it's a 2019 actually MacBook Pro, so it's an Intel based MacBook Pro, still going strong, still doing quite well. Obviously it's not Apple Silicon. That's probably ready for the next upgrade at some point in the future. So this is docking station. I'm going to be installing this in another location, not in here where the studio is, where I'm running a Mac Mini, and I've got like big 27-inch monitors on that thing. This is for more of a portable slash small workstation running off MacBook Pro. And that's how I'm going to be using this particular Wavlink model. And just to recap, the model number is WL-UMD04, and it is called from Wavlink or Wavlink, the USB-C triple display docking station. So inferring that you can have up to 3 displays, but that obviously includes the VGA, which we won't be using in my use case. So let me know what you think. If you ever bought a Wavlink hub or docking station before for your computer. They seem to be a lot of different varieties when I'm looking at those on places like Amazon. So yeah, that's it. I'll catch you later.